So Faceful, for sure, one of the coolest magazines ever. I mean, Faceful is like, known for having the coolest probably photos, some of the best quality photos. This is kind of a big deal. Someone down there I see asked the date. Issue 36, May 2006. In your face, in your world. The Oliver Lang issue. So this was a big deal. I would say this issue or whatever, because this is when Oliver left Dynasty. Oliver Lang, obviously, famously, maybe not famously, I don't know, played for the Ironmen in 2002, then left the Ironmen to play with his homeboys, San Diego Dynasty. Really, I guess for only 3 years there, huh? Maybe Oliver was 2001 when Oliver, I don't know. Either way, he left for the 2006 season, then played 5 years with the Ironman, and came back, I believe, in 2011 to Team Dynasty. So this is kind of cool because it's like the first time I think that anyone ever really talked about Oliver leaving. I have this, and one of the reasons we're probably going to talk about this is I'm going to make a video on Oliver Lang leaving Dynasty. That's kind of what I'm in the middle of right now. So having the evil minion, having this issue is kind of cool, so we can like go through and like, I don't know, look at different Oliver things. Here's all this, the Spider MR1. That is the Spider Electra with the rocking trigger. The rocking trigger is the dumbest thing probably ever created. Not a fan of the rocking trigger. Who likes the SP8? Also, what I was interested in, who knows in the chat here, who knows what, who knows that paintball tournament where it snowed? There was one PSP tournament where it snowed. You can see a Russian player. Maybe that's like Denis Golev or somebody. I don't know who that is on the Philadelphia Americans. Trying to look around, peer in there to see. Chris Lasoya with the ProMaster. Draxus Illustrated. I think my dad was in Faceful Mag back in the days, but I don't remember when. Yeah. I definitely was not. I definitely wrote for their website for a little bit. Paintball Under the Lights, PSP, Pomona Under the Lights. Texas event. Yeah, I swear there was a tournament in Texas where, like, it snowed at. This is crazy. These, like, comments in here. Like, let's try to zoom in. Oh, it's kind of hard, I guess, to read. These people, Oliver Lang leaving Dynasty. I can't believe he would leave the machine he helped to create. Does this mean Dynasty will switch to dye or try to get Lang back? Yeah, Dynasty's going to switch to dye guns because Oliver went to the Ironman. Dynasty's going to completely switch sponsors. Funny. Help me out. I swear there's your something happening. You know, where's Verbal at? Verbal, if you're here still. We were talking about paintball companies being like cheap and stuff. And I was like looking at this earlier. I was like looking at like these like ads coming across like pictures like that, right? The models with models in them, right? And like, I don't know. Where's a picture of a model? There we go. To do this ad, like they paid this girl like so much money. You know, like it's so hard to pull sponsorships out of these paintball companies, but like back in the day, they were just like spending so much money, you know, like hiring models to do stuff, and it's crazy. Like, I want to get all these ads, you know? Why is there a big CP ad? Like, I could advertise for Planet Eclipse. You know? Badlands, where's Badlands? Hit me up, Badlands. We can get some Octane Shockers and some Angel A4 Flies. Force Edition. I had one of those. 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 Yep. I had this, and this, and this. I didn't have one of those. Never had one of those. Never one of those. Never one of those. That's a man. They spent all the money on models. Look at that. You want 30% off? You know what else was crazy? Look at the price of this. It's $8. This is $8. If you go to like buy magazines now, they're like $18, $20. They're like insanely expensive. But obviously it's because they're not, you know, they're just not selling as many. There's that freaking evil thing. The evil omen, right? The minion. Those guns were just weird. I mean, obviously it's just a proto. It's like a PMR or whatever, PM7. Look at the little mini bunkers. Remember those little mini bunkers? They would sell like little mini bunkers at the trade shows and stuff. It's cool. Ooh, the Dynasty Ion. These were funny. These were so funny. The Dynasty Ion. It's just like an Ion, right? It's just like a cheap gun. The Ion was like $180 or whatever. $175 is what the Ion was, brand new back in the day, 20 years ago. And they had the Dynasty version, and the Dynasty version was probably $300. It was literally probably twice the price, and all it had was a clamping feed neck and a cool body. A plastic body. So they like doubled the price. Crazy. Yeah, Faceful was the most expensive, probably. Let's find out. Hold on. Not Faceful, not APG, but this is Paintball 2 Extremes. This is like 2 years prior to this one though. So this is a little previously, but this one's $495. So quite a bit less, really. And they probably wouldn't have changed in 2 years' time, so that's crazy. You know what else is kind of cool about these profilers? We're going to flip this over right here. On the cover of this, we're going to zoom this in a little bit. This V-Force profiler, I had one of these. This was like the very first version of this. So see the nose right there? I'll get something to illustrate. The nose. So there's these vents on the nose, right, that go down like this. There's those 3 vents. And the issue with this is a paintball could actually go through those vents. Because it's a profiler, so it's made out of that, like the same material that all the new masks are, right? It's like a rubber. It's kind of, you can squish it and stuff. So a paintball could actually sneak through those vents. If you got shot right in the vent, it would actually go through and hit you in the mouth. That actually happened to me. That's the only reason I know that. A ball literally went through when I was playing and went and like hit me right in the lip. It's like went through my mask and like bounced off my face. It was crazy. It was very interesting. I was like standing there. I was like, I still remember when it happened. It happened at the Placer County Fairgrounds. Sinister Indoor. This is an evening. It had to have been Friday or Wednesday night. And I was just like, boom, was like so confused. Was like, my whole mouth, like, what just happened? It was crazy. And finally put it together that a ball actually went through the mask. So, profiler versions after that, you can see how they have the bar going down right here on the lower part. They actually added one to those vents so that, paintballs couldn't sneak through and get you right in the kisser. The PSP Orlando Open, I was at this tournament. I was at that tournament. Ooh, the Mama's Boys. Shout out Mama's Boys. Shout out Shane Howe. Fuck. Shane Howe, Terry Fong. Who am I missing? There's a lot of people I'm missing. Sean. Fuck, Sean, I'm forgetting your last name. Anyway, it's been a while, guys. Let's look at this again. I want to find, like, funny Oliver things. Back to this. Reds. Everyone's going to remember Reds? That's what we need. Bring back full head helmets. Ooh, Enola Gay smoke grenades. Paintball energy batteries. We're in Greenspan again with the NXE. Rocky Knut. Rocky and his son were playing for a while. I think they still are. I'm not really sure what's happening, though. Chris and Mike from Virtue with the Virtue boards. They got their laser eyes maybe right there. It looks like some membrane pads. Chris Lasoya, I don't know. I don't know where we're at. Simon Stevens, I don't know. That does not look like Simon, so I don't know. But Simon's the guy who, like, invented the axe and, like, made the halo and, like, all that stuff. He made a bunch of stuff for Empire back in the day. Simon, owner of Inception Designs, right now. Man, remember Joey packs? People liked these a lot, too. These were pretty popular. Those were actually really popular. We had a lot of these at the store. They might not have been popular with, like, you know, a lot of like, super tournament players, but they were very popular with, like, just random average rec guy. Blake Wheeler, don't know who that is, whatever that is. Looks for tanks. See, here's another freaking ad. Where to look at that ad? She's not bad either. She looks so of her time, right? So of her time. That Angel DVD. How have the changes in the NXL improved the quality of the league? Dude, it's so confusing. I get so confused. What's funny is, like, for a while there, they were calling... I don't know. It's so... Whatever. There's your Micromax flow. Ooh, look at that. The SL66 Excessive Ego Edition. Oh, I like how they put the accuracy. The accuracy is not very good. The accuracy only got 4 out of 5. Spesh Robinson. Spesh was in there. There he is, right there. Who do we have? We have Billy Saransky, we have Tyler Humphrey, we have Rich... I was going to say Rich Richard. Rich Telford, Spesh Robinson, Pete... I don't know how the hell to spell Pete's name. We're going to call him... We're going to say Pete Mr. U. Rocky Knuth. That is Nikki Vegas, right? I'm pretty sure that's Nikki Vegas. Maybe it's not. Yeah, it is. Nikki Vegas. Ooh, there you go. Oh, hey, look at that. The alien remains. I really wish this alien company was a little bit more... You know, I wish Alien kind of could have done some more stuff. The guys who own Jack Rice... John Rice, Jack Rice? Let's look for some names or something on here. Jack Rice. Jack Rice, yeah. Was a really cool guy. I liked him a lot. He was a really nice guy. Yeah, the alien. There's an Oliver ad. Oliver Lang, the first $100,000 paintball player. I see a Griffin. Yep, Griffin was like, yeah, Griffin was definitely, I think the later on, Griffin probably came a little bit later. Or maybe not, I don't know. Griffin's still around too. Doing what, parabolic barrels, I think. DM6. The $100,000 man. So this is what I want to read. I want to read some of this, but yeah, I want to sit down. I'll actually probably scan this. Scan some of these pages. Yeah, this is about the UAPL. The UAPL, the Ultimate Arena Paintball League. This was a very, very short-lived paintball league that was on TV. Obviously, it's so much text. I'm not gonna read a bunch of stuff. More models. What is he wearing? This is crazy. That's funny. No pictures. Look at how young Oliver is. God damn. We were like little kids back then. Let's read this. What sucks is that there's people out there... Wait, I'm gonna start over. What sucks is that there's people out there who will have financial security no matter what. So when they'll say, it's just 100, I'll answer, sure. But when your parents are paying for your rent, your insurance, your car payment, your food, whatever it is, 100 isn't much. But when I'm playing for that 100, it's a lot of money. I don't know why I put 100, just 100. Hey, it's true that we're best friends, but in 5 years, when you're done playing paintball, you're gonna go home and work for your dad. And you're gonna go into real estate, have a successful life, and live where you grow up with your wife and kids. I don't know what that's all about. BC. What is this stuff? Silver Star. Oh, I remember this. I had that shirt. Dang. Yeah. I remember this. They used to make like sterling silver stuff or like rings and stuff like that and sell them at tournaments. That's funny. That's great. The tank. Oh, look at, is that Frank Connell? Interesting. That's not AI. I'm positive. Dang, it is all Frank Connell. Huh. Cool. The PM7? PM5? 6? PM6. PM6. Ooh. The MR1. Ooh, the MR2. So here's a big thing about the Ultimate Paintball League, the Ultimate Arena League. I've looked for video on this. I don't know where to find the footage of this stuff or anything. Finding all of this ESPN stuff, it's so difficult. It doesn't really exist. You know, since it was only on TV, it was never like really put on the internet or anything like that. Ooh, an African adventure. Looks like the whole team went to Africa. It was a while ago. The Dukes of Texas. Oh man, I swear there was a tournament where it snowed. Where is the tournament that it snowed? Someone give me and help me out in the chat. Where is the snow tournament? It might have been this Texas tournament. I'll just have to read this. But I wanted to make a video kind of on the tournament where it snowed. This had to have been it. I mean, look, you got guys standing around here. I think this is like a heat thing. Like it's like gas blowing out flame to heat stuff up. I think those are 2 heat lamps. You got a double sock. You got a guy with water. I think this was a really, really cold tournament. NXL Texas. See, this is what I'm talking about. This has got so confusing because, like, see how it says NXL Texas? This is not the NXL. These teams were not in the NXL. This is not the NXL. Like, some of these teams were the NXL teams, and some of them were not NXL teams. It's like, Philly Americans were NXL, Boston Red Legion, they were NXL, Trauma were NXL, Strange were the NXL, Raiders honestly might have been the NXL, but Excessive never played in the NXL. Dynasty never played in the NXL. I don't think the LTZ ever played in the NXL. So there was this weird time where there was the PSP and the NXL, the 2 pro kind of X-ball things happening at the same time at the same tournament, and then the NXL went away, and then they kind of kept calling the PSP Pro Division the NXL for a little bit, which didn't make any sense. So it's kind of confusing. This does not exist. Damn, remember the like suitcase? Damn, there's an old Cyborg. The Cyborg 7? 6? 6. Huh. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is actually a person. Doctor Strange was actually like a guy who gave all the old presidents drugs. You know this song, like Dr. Feelgood, I'm sorry. You know that, like, Dr. Feelgood. I don't know who even sings that. But that was a real guy. Look it up, it's interesting. Starting game. Oh, look at Fedorov. Yeah, a super young Fedorov. I mean, I was 20 when this magazine came out. Also not AI. Just some good Photoshop. Motley Crue. I don't know what this is. We're just looking at pictures. Tyler Michaud, I should say, I think. He is doing something right now. Who is he coaching? He's like coaching some team or something. Something like that. I don't know. Hey Brad, I've tried leaving my email in the community notes. Just send me an email. Just email me at email brad@paintballruinedmylife.com. I thought I was looking at the camera. I forgot I had this on. Dude, I don't know. It's so goddamn difficult to get emails from people. Just send me an email. brad@paintballruinedmylife.com. brad@paintballruinedmylife.com. We'll figure it out. I'm not going to say why you're emailing me. I know why you're emailing. You know why you're emailing. We'll figure it out. I think that's Jesse Lapid. Tyler again with all that cool, sweet swag. Raymond James Stadium, guys. We're back! 20 years later. 2026. Look at that. Ooh, look at this. There's Billy Bernaccia. He stuck out right to me. I don't know any of these other guys. There's Doc. I know that guy. I think Doc was like a dentist or he sold gold teeth or something crazy like that. Look at all the people on this team, though. Jesus. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 people! I think I might have counted wrong. I don't know. 20 something. Look at them all. Dan Holiday's in there. There he is, right there. With that cool freaking something headband. Doc's Raiders. With the flow. Some pretty good photos. Baseball historically has the best pictures. That's kind of cool. Those are always good. We're reaching the end. Pay-per-view paintball videos. 1 for 1. They have a lot of stuff on the internet, thankfully. They've been very helpful. Alien. Alien again. Alien again. Alien again. Not Alien. Here's your Halo B, though.